Now, let me just start by saying at the beginning of my comments here what I said at the beginning of the last hearing that we had on this exact same subject, which is that we must unequivocally root out waste, fraud, and abuse and prosecute any crimes, wherever they happen, whether those crimes are happening in social service programs at the state level or whether we have an out-of-control president and administration that is committing crimes, waste, fraud, and abuse inside the White House and within our federal agencies, including deploying thousands of armed agents into our communities, using per diems that are costing millions of taxpayer dollars every day to terrorize our communities, to violate their civil rights, to violate due process rights, and that have resulted in the murder of 2 U.S. citizens. And so my question is, why are we not conducting oversight over that? 2 U.S. citizens that have been murdered by the federal government. Renee Good, a Minneapolis mom, murdered. Alex Preddy, a Minneapolis VA nurse, murdered. Nurul Amin Shah Alam, a partially blind refugee in Buffalo, New York, dead after being left in a parking lot by DHS without even a pair of shoes on. The kidnapping of children like Liam Ramos, and an administration that has launched an unauthorized war in the Middle East with 6 service members dead and over 160 school children and their teachers dead and buried yesterday. Never in my life have I seen a greater disregard for the Constitution, for the rule of law, for the carelessness for human life and basic human dignity and senseless cruelty than I have seen in this administration, whether that is at home or abroad, and they can't answer the most basic questions about why. And meanwhile, people who should be investigating these crimes are partying and drinking on taxpayer dollars. We've got the U.S. DOJ AG refusing to release the Epstein files or even acknowledge their basic human dignity. And yesterday, the Secretary of DHS testifying and lying under oath in the United States Senate, refusing to acknowledge Alex Preddy and Renee Nicole Good's death, its murder, and the harm that she personally has caused by calling it domestic terrorism.